Alright, so apparently I'm doing these constantly because a friend of mine keeps texting me. Um, I tried to answer his question. I made a little short video about it. And he asked me another question. And pretty good question. Um, I have to say, where I'm going with this is not where he was going, but it made me think, and that's great. That's what these vlogs, these videos, all these things I'm doing are about. So I hope you like them. I hope you subscribe, help me out, and help me keep this going. Just hit those buttons, and I'll keep making videos. I guess what it really led me to is pay-per-view. Is it dying? Is it going to be a thing of the past in the not so uh, distant future? I'm really leaning towards that right now. They're not releasing the numbers. Why not? How did we know that first Khabib Conor fight did 2.4 million? How do we know any of those numbers? And now we don't know them. I think they're trying to hide the fact that that's going away. People don't want to spend that kind of money on a fight. I know that's part of it. I have a lot of friends who have told me, "Hey, I can't get every pay-per-view. I've got kids. I'm married. You know, I've even just my girlfriend's on my butt because she sees the cable bill, or the, dish bill or whatever. Um, and we have rent and car insurance and bills, and we do without things that maybe we could really use, and so getting every pay-per-view fight isn't going to do it, and so the numbers are dwindling, and I think some of it is people's trust in some of the fights. Some people are just losing interest. They don't buy that everything is on the up and up. Another thing that goes with it, and those are big. Those are big. If you don't trust it, you don't want to spend your money on it. If you don't feel like they're representing you, you don't want to spend your money on it. If you can't afford it, or you're catching flack from people in your life, makes it hard to do. Maybe you just genuinely can't afford it. You just don't even have the money. Some people have that issue. Another issue that I think is really good, my friend and I did talk about a little bit, was that some of the fight cards are every bit as good as the pay-per-views. Some of the free cards, and I use that word very, loosely. They do though. They run them out there, and you say, "Wow, that's a great fight. Oh, I like that guy," and then you see a pay-per-view card, and you go, "Well, that was terrible. I can't believe I paid that amount of money for those fights." And so I think pay-per-view is losing its edge, for all those reasons. You've got so many events. They had to pick and choose what's going to be pay-per-view. And then you have to decide whether you can afford it or not. Then you have to decide whether you want to afford it or not. And then, you look and you say, wait a minute, I'm paying for ESPN Plus. I'm paying for Fight Pass. I'm paying, whatever. I pay for DAZN. I pay for whatever is out there, all these yearly or monthly fees. And you then want me to pay 60, 65, whatever, for a pay-per-view once a month, sometimes twice a month. With the subscriptions, how much is that a month? Now, again, it depends on what you can afford. Some people drive a 2020 brand new expensive vehicle, have full coverage insurance, and it doesn't bother them. Some people drive a 1982, Honda Civic, and they're lucky to have it. So it depends on what you want to cater to. Walmart is not as worldwide and is unbelievably financially successful as it is, because it sells the most expensive items. It sells items everybody can use. I'm not saying you have to love Walmart or anything like that, but as a financial model, it works. I think MMA needs to consider that, because you're not only talking about the UFC and its 40 events a year. Bellator has a bunch. What if you want to watch some One or some Ryzen, or blah 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 blah, over and over and over? There are different promotions, and I love the competition. I think that's good. I think it gives people opportunities. But the people sitting at home can't afford to fund all your opportunities. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people wish they could, but most of them can't. So I think pay-per-view is going to die, and I don't know what model they're going to adopt to completely get around that and keep their revenue up while giving it to the fans at an affordable price. But something's going to have to give, or the sport's going to have to suffer for it, or slow down, or minimize. I don't know. But, most of those bubbles burst. So, anyway, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.